freedom in the mind, faith in the words, and pride in the soul. We salute our country on this Independence Day. Hello, everyone. I'm your Ajay Krishna. Welcome you all on Radio Bhavkunj and wish you all a very happy Independence Day. तो जैसे कि आप हम जानते हैं कि हमारा इस शो शख्सियत और तेरी मेरी बातें जिसमें हम कुछ खास लोगों के साथ बात करते हैं और उनसे उनके बारे में जानते हैं. So, our today's guests are Mr. Yudhishthir and Mrs. Yudhishthir. Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir.
Hello,
Welcome to
Nutra. How
our
are
Radio
you?
Bhavkunj. Fine, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you for inviting us. Thank you, Bhavkunj School.
Yes, thank you, sir. So, मिस कैप्टन सुब्रमण्यम ने बहुत खूब लिखा है कि you have never lived until you have almost died, and for those who have fight have a special flavor which the protected ones will never know. Yes. So, ma'am, first of all, I want to ask that being a woman, to join an army, even a thought was like provoking. People didn't easily accept that. So, from where the inspiration came into your mind, and from where the thought came of joining army?
Krusha, not now. Now that thought is not that provoking because now the army, the ladies have started joining army. But yes, that time when
Yes.
I joined army, I am from the sixth batch of women, and that time it was really very exciting that a woman can think of joining army. I was in second year BE, and we just had a presentation by Army regarding university entry scheme. And the way they presented their this presentation and their demeanor and everything, it was so impressive that I was thoroughly impressed by them. And that time, the first thought came to my mind was that I must join army. But that time, I was not aware of that women have already started this thing. The women entry is already started. But after completion of my graduation, that is BE, one colonel, I still know the name, Colonel M.M. Khanna. He was from infantry. I didn't. He was my co-passenger, and he inspired me. He spoke to me and he told me, "Why don't you join army?" And I thought, "Sir, can ladies join army?" And he is the one who inspired me, and that is how I just filled the form and I got through.
Oh wow, that's amazing start. And sir, how your journey started? Is it like that from beginning you want to join army, or some incident happened which inspired you and turned your path towards the army?
Krishna, for me, the army was always the first choice, and I was lucky that I could take my first choice the way I wanted. Right from the beginning, I just wanted to be in army, and I joined it.
Oh wow.
See,
So
as far as
yes,
joining is concerned, yes, it happens. Sometimes you stay in an area where a lot of people join army. So joining army becomes a pride.
yes.
So being from Rajasthan and then from Jodhpur, a lot of people there, a lot of male boys, they wish to join army and they join also. So it's kind of a tradition there. So for me also, it was the first choice.
Wow. Yeah, ma'am, as you said that when you were there, there were less number of women in the army. So how your parents reacted to your this decision?
They were so proud and they were so excited about me joining army, and they had full support. So I never had any problem as far as my parents are concerned.
Oh, wow. So you must be having your SSB interviews and then different types of tests and all, and army training, which was, matlab, said that the toughest training. Yeah. So how was the training for you at that time, and especially how it helps you in your life? I mean, for how it's enhance your personality.
Okay. In fact, when we joined army, it was only for 6 months for women. And I must tell you, since I was not from NCC, neither I am from any sports background, it was actually tough for me. It was really tough, and jaha chaha waha rah, we have heard it,
Yes.
and so मैं शिद्दत से चाहती थी that I should join army, and so I want to become an army officer. So it happened. I could
Yeah.
complete that thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Army is gender biased. I mean, women and men both were having a same type of training. So, did you feel that women have are मतलब is it tough for women as compared to men?
If you don't mind, I'll answer it, Pusha. Firstly,
No problem.
army is not gender biased.
I want to say that.
See, both
Yes.
men and women join army now, and they are not gender biased. Yeah, as far as training is concerned, it is quite systematic and very scientific. So if
Okay.
you just have to stick to the program, and if you just stick to the program, you are through the training.
Yes.
And army is one of the most well managed organization and very scientific in their approach. And I would say again, they are not biased towards anyone.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have your postings in many different areas, like from hot desert of Rajasthan to cold areas of Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, even Andhra Pradesh, Assam, and sir, you have even worked in Kashmir border. So where you find the most toughest thing, and what was the most toughest time in your whole journey, and how you faced it?
For me, the toughest time was when I was we were there. We were posted in Arunachal, and that time my son was also born, and he was just 2 years when I took him there. That time I felt that was the toughest time for me because my husband was in Assam, I was in Arunachal, and my son was at our native place, that is Jodhpur. So three
Oh,
people in one family, and all three are separated, and it was really difficult as a mother to that your
yes.
small 2-year-old is pretty far off from you. So that was the toughest time I felt that
Oh,
yeah.
Well, Pruta,
and
I'll add
sir,
that, see, as far as the working environment is concerned in army, though you work in very different and tough areas, but it's not actually tough.
yes,
What is more tough is the family life, that you stay away from your near and dear ones.
Yes.
That is a part and parcel of service, and you have to accept it, and that's how you do it. So there are family problems, but as far as army life is concerned, whatever area you are serving, it is not very tough. There are a lot of people who support you, and it is a wonderful organization.
My
oh.
second.
So, so as compared to a normal life, what are difficulties army have to face?
As far as normal life is concerned, see, for me, the army is a normal life. For
Oh,
anyone else who is not in the army, that is a normal life. So I don't
wow.
think any difficulty which you face while you're in army. Rather, you feel pride always. You feel elated. You are motivated to do work, and of course, there's a lot of respect which you get from your peers, from your countrymen.
Yes.
It is beautiful to be a part of army, and that also for such a long time. In fact, we were lucky that we were part of that organization for so long.
Oh, yeah. So, what's the main thing which you miss right now of your army life?
Everything.
Everything. True.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So,
not all. It is everything.
yeah. So we have different posts in the army. So in which post you were there?
I was as a colonel. When I came out, I was a colonel in army, and I think Shilpa, when she left army, she was major.
Okay. So there is some hierarchy in this. So can you share that how is it and on what basis it was?
Yeah, we can share it. Normally, when you come commissioned, you're commissioned as a lieutenant. But in older days, when we were commissioned as second lieutenant. That post is now abolished. That post is no more there. These days, you are commissioned as a lieutenant, then you become captain, then you become major, then you become lieutenant colonel, then you become colonel, brigadier, major general, lieutenant general, and general. So
Okay.
these are the
So
posts. Recently, Combined Defense Services (CDS) is also been added. So even after general, you can become CDS also. That's
okay.
how the hierarchy.
So is it depends on your experience?
Yes, Army is quite a competitive organization. Army is absolutely competitive as far as the promotion is concerned, and every promotion you have to earn. It is not length based. So if you are found fit, you are promoted. If you're not found fit, you're not promoted. So that way, Army is absolutely professional and unbiased and absolutely transparent in their promotions.
Oh, that's great. And then we have like different fields in army, like medical help, technical help, giving signals, patrolling work on borders. So, in which field you were there?
Well, I was part of infantry, uh, which
Okay.
is in the foremost front of the battle. And Shilpa was part of electrical and mechanical engineers. That is the technical branch of army, and they support the army in battle.
Okay. So, matlab, overview of how you have to work, matlab, what all things you have to do there.
A good question for kids to understand. I'll say army is broadly divided into two parts. Rather, I'll say three parts. Uh, One is fighting arm, one is support arm, one is services.
Okay.
So fighting arms are who are the arms which actually fight battle. They are
Okay.
armored corps, infantry, and armored corps. The second thing which support the battle arm, they are artillery engineers, electrical and mechanical engineers, and signals. So these are
Yes.
support branches which support the battle. And there are third, which are supply corps, which look after the administration of army. They are Army Ordnance Corps and Army Supply Corps. So they basically build up the replenishment and they build up the logistics for the army. So broadly, wherever you are in army, you are part of one of these three branches. So I was part of the fighting branch, and Shilpa was part of the fighting support branch.
Wow. So basically, is army is like a full of strict discipline and all. So people normally thinks that army just go on a border, stand there and fight in case of war. In case of war. So is it so, or there are many other things that you got to do along with that?
Krusha, we must understand that army is a final weapon in the armory of the nation. There's
Yeah.
nothing beyond army. So
Yes.
it is one of the most powerful organization of this country, and the nation depends on it. So though we
Yes.
secure the borders, we are duty bound to keep our nation intact. We are duty bound to keep our people safe. And but yes, you must be seeing it that in any disaster management, the final role is army. Even
Yes.
the even though there are disturbances in the city and the police cannot control it, the district collector or district magistrate has got powers to call for army for the services, and where army has helped the nation in number of occasions in the past, and they are prepared to do it in the future also.
Oh, that's great. So there were many movies made on the lifestyle of a soldier and about the army, and even wars के scenes भी दिखाए जाते हैं उसमें. So actually, मूवी में जो देखते हैं और रियल लाइफ में देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंस इन दैट. सो विच मूवी यू फेल्ट दैट कि सबसे नजदीक है एक्चुअल सिचुएशन के?
Earlier, there was a movie Laksh. I think that
Yeah.
is closed, and recently Uri is the movie, I think, which is pretty close to College.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laksh and Uri.
Udi, they made it very well.
Yes.
But in yesteryears, was the movie
Yes.
which has got nice aim and they portrayed the army also in a good,
Yes.
correct
Okay.
face.
Yes. So, you both husband and wife are there in the army, but maximum time we see that कि husband army में सिर्फ husband army में होते हैं. So, is it also possible कि husband normal civilian हो and wife is in the army? So, is it a good combination?
Yeah. Any combination can be a good combination when there is understanding between both husband and wife and the family is very supportive. Any combination
Oh.
can be a good combination.
Okay. So, आपने कभी ऐसा देखा है कि वाइफ आर्मी में है एंड हस्बैंड नहीं है?
Yes, few of my friends and even our, the courses which passed out later than us. There are many lady officers whose husbands were not in army, and they were doing very well. Absolutely no problem. The only understanding is between husband and wife. That's all.
Yeah, that's great. And can you please guide us that how can we join army, all the procedure and what all subjects were needed?
Yeah, we can do that. It's very simple. First, you have to think of it. Okay.
Yeah.
The moment you start thinking, a lot of things will open up. So I will divide this thing into two parts. Firstly, what options are available after 12th class, and what options are available after graduation. So once we say take it 12th class, after 12th class, you can join army as the NDA National Defence Academy. There's an exam every 6 months. Then you can also join army after 12th in a technical entry scheme, where you are scoring, in fact, 75% in your 12th standard. So you can get a call from army after 12th standard. Also, there are options where if you are an NCC certificate holder, you get a SSB call. After graduation, again the options are very much open, and you can join Indian Military Academy after clearing the Combined Defence Services exam. And if you are on a technical line, you can join as a technical graduate also after engineering. And in third case, you can also join if you're a doctor. You can join army as a doctor after doing a MBBS from outside. And army also has got medical college, so you can join that medical college after 12th, and you can directly be commissioned into army as a doctor. So there are multiple options that are available, and army looks forward for good and volunteer people who volunteer to serve their nation, and they are always arms open to them. And we actually look forward for good people to join army.
Yes. So it's basically like army can also train you for everything.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Here we have one of our viewer who inspired from your story and also wants that their two daughters can also join army in the future. That's really great. We have our viewer Drish Mehta Jani ji. He was inspired from your story and wants his daughter also to join the army.
Wow, lovely, very nice.
Yeah, Mr. Jani,
Yes.
we are always for you. Your daughters can always join army.
So, मैम आप मतलब कि सोसाइटी के वेलफेयर में भी काम करते हैं. I have seen some of your videos. So, can you please share something about that?
No, actually, not full-fledgedly, but yes. one of my friends, she's actually she's running Ekagra, which is basically it's related to positive life, and she's addressing the all these issues related to society. So I just help her in case of any skit and all. So I'm basically helping her, not in a full-fledged in my own this thing. But yes, I'm associated with her.
Yeah, that's great. So, what message would you like to give to this generation students?
Well, I would like to say that this is a great nation. Be proud of yourself. This is a great
Yeah.
army is a great organization, and I can assure you this is the best government job you can have in India.
Yes.
The only thing you have to volunteer for it and be proud of your nation. That's all.
Oh, wow. That's really great. So, ma'am, here comes the most interesting part of our show, that is rapid fire round. You have to give answer of some interesting questions in just 5 seconds.
Oh my God.
Okay, so are you ready?
Of course, we are ready.
Yes.
Yeah, so here comes your first question, that where would you like to go if you were invisible?
Oh, back to army.
Wow, that's great. So, what's the piece of advice you have received? Best piece of advice you have ever received?
Live today's life.
That with you.
Live for today.
Okay.
The best
So
thing you
if,
can do.
yeah, if you can ask God one question, what would you ask?
Yeah, I should
Again.
have gone back again and join the
Join
military
back
forces again.
Wow, great. Then next question is, if you could live life of any movie character, what would it be and why?
Movie characters. Okay.
Characters.
Frankly saying, as a military guy, we don't associate much with movie
Movies,
characters.
actually.
They are quite superficial, but yeah, still I have to live something. I would live the character of that Uri commando.
Yes. That is the best.
I'm
And ma'am,
closest to it.
Yes.
and ma'am, which character would you like to choose?
Movie character. I think in the next this thing I will also be same. I mean either a Laksh hero or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah. So
wow. So, what would you do if you know you could not fail? Matlab something which you were already known that you cannot fail in that thing. So, what would you do? Which work would you choose to do?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Didn't get your
You
question.
you don't fail means I didn't get your question.
I mean, like you were given assurance that you cannot fail in this thing. So, which work would you like to do?
Well,
actually,
very open-ended question. These kind of
Yeah.
thoughts actually do not occur in our mind because you are over a period of time is made into humankind who can do any work. So failure is never a part of life.
Yeah,
When you fail, then why do you work?
yeah. What the one achievement that you have got that you are most proud of?
being an army officer, that's for me, and for both of us, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the great. So, one thing you will buy after winning a lottery.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I would like to buy a farmhouse.
and sponsored one, sponsored one this Shaheed family, the martyred family. That's what we can do, at least.
Yeah. So, what are qualities you believe should be there in an army officer?
Yeah, the main quality which you require to be an army officer is the integrity. See, your integrity should not be questioned. Everything falls beyond it. So if
Yeah.
you have a high integrity, you are there. So all our military people, they have tested high integrity. They do not fail in integrity part. Where the army also, I also feel that me and Shilpa, we both have 100% integrity towards the nation.
Yeah, that's really great. Very inspiring. So, what message you will like to give to our audience?
Okay, in the last, I would like to say that again, we are a part of a civilization which is very old, and we are part of a country which is growing very fast. We will, if all goes well, in next 30 years, we
Yeah.
would be a superpower in this world. So we have to align ourselves with the kids, growing kids who are now will be the generation next after 10 years. They have to align themselves in the same fashion, and they have to look forward. They have to feel proud of their ancestry and conquer the world. That's what I would like to say to the new generation.
Yeah, we have one viewer, Hardik Nayak ji. He want to ask that, do you think army training should be mandatory as some countries have such rules?
Yes, I feel for every it is Mr. Nayak. Actually, your question is very correct, because in between there was this thing that every school, the army training in all these schools, military training in all these schools will be compulsory. It was a very good decision that every kid should be given the military training, as it inculcate discipline in the kid. Apart from discipline, because army is mostly associated in civil as or discipline only, but there are so
Yeah.
many other things which military training teaches you, like camaraderie. It
Yes.
teaches you. Then team spirit. It teaches you. So if and the first and foremost is nationalism. So
Yes.
it's all if a kid from the very beginning, if he's pumped in, all these things are pumped into him, like military training, this nationalism, then team spirit, discipline, camaraderie. He will grow in a good human being and a good
Yeah.
person from a good personality. So I hope I answered your question.
Yes, ma'am. It's absolutely true. So, is that ever happened to you that आपको कोई task दिया गया हो and you are not sure whether you can do it or not, but when you did that task, you find that you have done it perfectly.
Yeah, it happens actually.
It happens to
It
everybody.
is a very common phenomena that when you do a task or anything you do, though you prepare well, you plan it well, but there's always a thing which you know whether it will be right or not. So normally, if you are persistent and you are determined, you
Yeah.
go through the thing, and you always feel proud that you have completed it.
Yeah. We have another viewer, Jinal Joshi ji. She want to ask that one change that you would suggest to be brought in every school and the education system.
Yes, one that is what military. This is what I just answered. That military training should be a part of the curriculum, compulsory. It should be compulsory for every kid, and and he should be taught nationalism. He should be taught about his, that's what Yudhishthir told just now, that we should tell our generations, future generations, about our ancestry, our national heritage, and they should know about us.
Yes.
Bharat used to have. So just to make them more aware, and they should be proud of their own ancestry.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, would you like your children to join the army?
Of course, both of us.
Yeah, my both sons are very much eager to join army, and probably in the coming times you will see them in that organization. In fact, we'll be proud to send them to the organization where we have served for almost 25 years.
Wow, amazing. We have one more question for you from Neeta Rawat ji. She want to ask that what thoughts came to your mind when you went to serve the country, leaving your family behind?
Yeah, it's a tough question, but you see, your interest and your being a part of an organization which is the supreme in the nation is always a matter of proud for, not for me, even for the parents. If tomorrow my kid joins this organization, although we will be living apart, but it is a matter of proud for me. As such, if you see, most of us do not. We move from one place to another to earn our bread. So going and joining the military, it's like normal thing. It's nothing like one should be very hesitant to do that. One should not be afraid of it. Let me tell you, whosoever parents who are online and listening to it, Army is the most secure organization in this nation. Okay.
Yeah.
We secure the nation, we secure ourselves also. So no one should be afraid of sending their kids to army. And I can assure you, it is a wonderful organization, and it changes you completely. It changes your thought process completely. And once you come out, also you feel very good, you feel proud, and you always want to be part of it.
So, what's the difference between a normal life and an army life? Even personal differences. In personal life, what are the difference in a normal life and army life?
Army life is actually very well designed. Let's say that is a big organization working for a single cause, and your life is, that's why we say army is not a profession, army is a way of life. So you do not serve for that 8 hours or 12 hours in that organization. You are there 24 into 7 into 365. So it is a way of life. Your life completely changes it. So I think we should not compare what army life and what normal life. As I said earlier, for us that was a normal life. So when we come out now, so we find a bit of difference. And see, for here, what people are living is a normal life for them. Since we, as a organization, we are working for a bigger cause, that is to defend a nation against external aggression. So we were always prepared to do that, and our life was for that only. So it is a different life altogether. I hope you are understanding what I'm saying. It is a different.
Yes,
one should military life and a civil life. They are not comparable.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Thank you so much, Harsh Pandit ji, for your appreciation. And we have lots of people joining with us. One of our viewer want to ask that apart from army, are you doing some other work, some social work or something like that?
Yes, I left army 3 years back, and though for the normal thing we are I am working with the Adani Group as of now. But at the same time, I spend a little bit of my time uh, in a recycling industry. See, this is one thing is very close to me. So I always find there's a lot of trash here and there. So along with one of my old school friends, we are working a little bit towards that to have a greener future. And somehow, if we can recycle our thing, and so I'm working in that direction, though not much, but yeah, it is persistent, it is continuous.
Wow, that's really great. And it's a great time talking with you both. And we have learned a lot new things from you.
Thank you so much, Krisha. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so
Prashant, for inviting us, and thanks to the school management for doing so.
yeah, it's a pleasure to have you both in our store.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Krisha. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
सो मैं इन 2 लाइनों के साथ अपने इस प्रोग्राम को एंड करना चाहूंगी कि ऐसा सुकून कहीं नहीं मिलता, चाहे घूमो सारा जहां, दिल में एक नाम जो धड़के वो है हिंदुस्तान। तो जय हिंद, जय भारत। थैंक यू सो मच ऑल द व्यूअर्स फॉर जॉइनिंग अस। आपका बहुत-बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए और हमारे इस प्रोग्राम को सराहने के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच एंड स्टे ट्यून्ड टू रेडियो भावकुंज।